It's showtime. We're live. It's Halloween. Well, not quite Halloween yet, but I like to do. It's alive. It's alive. I'd probably do that all the way through. You're just gonna have to put up with it. Let's see who's here this morning, willing to put up with me. Oh my goodness, lots of people. Um, Mia is here. Thank you, God, for everything. You know, this is the first time that I have seen Mia in the chat. Mia always comes afterwards and leaves me a comment, but this is the first time I've seen you in the chats. So thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Debbie Graybird is here, and my friend Jenny is here. Oh, Elmo is doing better. He is doing better. In fact, he's cutting grass today because it's something that he can accomplish while still sitting. So, and he's got a hold of the steering wheel and he's not going to fall off. So he's okay. 3 hours at the dentist. And there's my Pamsky. I love that girl. I need those hugs and prayers. And Pat Cray is here. Hello, Pat. I'm so glad you stopped in the cottage today. I'm Miss C. I live at Miss C's cottage, home of the Sun Bunny. And every Friday I open my doors for people who want to come in and sit and knit or crochet or just relax and soak up the love. That's what I'm all about, because I want everyone to know how valuable they are. And if you've got a Sun Bunny, then you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that somebody loves you unconditionally just the way you are. And I want the whole world to know that. And there's my Leanie. Okay, hello, Leanie, and hello back. That's good. Sam is here, and Tammy and Samantha Stewart. I have not sent that out yet because yesterday was pretty chaotic, Samantha, so I do apologize. And I had sent a copy to Sunita to take a look at, but it was locked and I couldn't figure out how to get it unlocked. She couldn't open it. So I want to be sure that it's able to be opened before I send it out to you, sweetheart, because I know that would cause you some problems. And let's see who else is here. Jen. I love Jen. Gonna see you in October, Jen. And Heidi. You know, I have to tell you that I can't wait until Wednesday to open up Happy Mail. I got a mystery package in the mail, and Elmo brought it in and handed it to me, and he gives me this. I'm like, I didn't order any more yarn. I didn't order any more yarn because, I have the cottage, which is like an oversized broom closet, and it is pretty full of yarn. And then I have the last bedroom in the hallway, and it's got yarn in it. And Elmo said, if I got any more yarn, I might have to move out because there's no more room for yarn. It's like, I didn't order any more yarn. I didn't order it. So, and it was big and squishy, and I didn't know what it was. And so for sure, and I opened it up, and it's from Hirschner's. I did not place a Hirschner's order. So I called Hirschner's and I said, I just received an order of Hirschner's yarn and I did not order it. And I need to know what's going on. Do I need to send it back? Did it get sent to a wrong address? And the girl said, do you have the order number? And I said, yes. And I gave her the order number. And she checked it and she said, no, ma'am, this is a gift being sent to you. And I said, okay. That was a good thing because I've spent so much on postage, I couldn't pay that bill. And so then later on that afternoon, I got an email from Heidi. And Heidi said, "Did you get my package? Surprise!" Which I was totally unprepared for. So Heidi, I've already opened it up, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I will show you on Wednesday. I will show you on Wednesday what I got, but I had to open it up to see. Excuse me. So thank you very much. That it's beautiful, and the colors are not colors that I have, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with them. So thank you. Let's see who else is here. Nana's Crochet and Chat. Hello, Nana. Welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody says hello to everybody. It's like a family reunion. And Sally Stevens is here. I'm glad when she comes in. Suzanne is here. Michelle M is here. Mary King is here. Gosh. Hello, Samantha. What's wrong with Elmo? He's a old, fat, bald, and repetitive. He's a crotchety old man, and he's got a couple issues this week, but he's better. He's better. He's getting better. A blanket howdy do. Hello, cousin. I love you. I'm trying to figure out how to get to Ohio, which is over here, by going to North Carolina and West Virginia to Ohio. It's like, do I take the straight route 75 up from Florida to Ohio, or do I go through the mountains? I'm going through the mountains. And Regina Provenzano, one of my favorite people. And Donna Haskinson is here today. Welcome, Donna. I'm so glad you stopped by the cottage. Today, nothing spectacular happens. And Tia, I think I've got 3 things coming out for you, but they don't get mailed until Monday, next Monday. I can't do it. Okay, and Cherry, we received one of our beautiful bags today. Thank you so much for the yarn. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. I always like to send yarn to June because Cherry's mother is June, and she's 86, and she sits in bed and she crochets all day, and she just whips out blankets for everybody. So I kind of like to keep her in yarn. Probably not that she couldn't afford her own, but, you know, I have a lot, so I like to share. Michelle G is here. Oh, I do, Heidi. That red is, well, you'll see Wednesday. It's just beautiful. And there's Carrie. Hello, sweetheart. And my Zach man. Okay, I'm trying to get down. And Sassy Mary, a newbie, caught you unfortunate. Oh, yeah. I was there with Kim. Oh, my gosh, she is so fun, isn't she? I just love that girl. I was kind of hesitant to go up on that panel because, well, I've said it before. When you lay your heart out on the table, you don't know whether someone's going to pick it up and hug it or play whack-a-mole with it. And I wasn't sure because I didn't know anything about Kim. I didn't know anything about her. And I'd never heard of Fortune Knit. And I want as many people as possible to know about the Somebodies, that somebody loves them. So I'm willing pretty much to go up on anybody's panel that will listen to me spiel my passion about the bunnies and maybe get more people throwing pebbles into their pond and expanding the bunnies to more people. My goal is to have everyone in the whole world to have a somebody and know that somebody loves them, because this world is becoming not a good place anymore. Anyway, she's such a hoot. I was like 5 minutes into the panel, and it's like, I'm adopting you. You're mine. I just love that girl. So I'm glad you're here today, Mary. Kim, you are welcome anytime you get here. Even if you didn't come till the last 5 minutes, you would be welcome. You know that. Even if it's already over and you come back, and we'd have a one-on-one chat. It would be wonderful. Oh, I love you and your mom too. Good, Tia. Susan Burke. And Pebbles. My little Casey. I love that girl. Let's see who else is here. Nancy. Nancy, I think someone's coming to you too. And Demi, the naked snail, is here. Kim is so sweet, isn't she? She's... Oh, I should... Well, if I get up and go anywhere and come back, I will bring the stitch marker that I made. Kim was working on stitch markers yesterday out of plastic canvas, trying to do a granny square in a piece of plastic canvas and make a stitch marker. I think she wasn't sure about how to start. Now, you know, granny squares, they start with a circle in the middle, and you do 3 and 3, and then you come over here and you do 3 and 3, and then you come down here and you do 3 and 3, and you come over here and do 3 and 3. So you start out with 4 groups of 3, but you got to have that center hole. She didn't have a center hole. She was doing a 4x4 square. You got to have a 5x5 square so you got the center hole, and I don't think she did, but I could come up on your panel. That would be wonderful, Samantha. I would enjoy that. Anyway, I made one with her, and I used 3 colors. I don't think it came out too bad for my first try. I'm just appreciative. I know she is, Cherry. I know. All right, you come back, Sally, when you're done. There's my Linda Joya, who brings joy in my cottage every time she shows up. Love that girl, too. Cece Angel. Well, now there's a new one to me. Hello, Cece. Or is your name Angel? I have a niece, she's a grandniece, whose name is Angelique, and everybody calls her Angel. She is the sweetest thing. She really has a good name. Oh, Zach. You know, Zach, I sleep with a jar of Vicks right next to the bed. So if I can't breathe well, I just roll over, uncap it, put a little on my nose. And the Vicks has actually it's a Vaseline base. So it does help when your nose dries out. So you might want to try that, sweetheart. It's a twofold thing. It helps the skin, and the menthol helps the breathing. All procedures are over and you're heading home. You'll have to call me later, Pebbles, and let me know. Samantha, are you popping in and out, or are you not listening to what's going on? Because I've said hello to you several times, and I said I would love to come up in your panel, unless you're speaking to somebody else about coming up on your panel. There's my Michael, my horse of a different color. That boy, he's mine. And he and my other son, well, I won't call them sons because Michael had a mother, and And I wore black for a month for her when she passed. But they're my boys, and they come home every Sunday. Panda can't always stay. He just pops in, says hello, and he's gives me a ninja hug, and he's on his way. But he always comes back for the replay. I love those boys. They're my boys. They're mine. I know we shouldn't covet things, but those boys are mine. My husband said I was his angel, and my best friend used to call me Cece. And I could really use your prayers. Well, okay, that is what I needed to hear. And that is going to cause me to go down and get my book, my prayer book, because I'm upstairs for sit and knit, but I go downstairs for the other two. So you guys talk amongst yourselves for a few secs, and I'm going to go get the prayer book, and I'll get my stitch marker to show you. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Alrighty, up the stairs and across the common room and in my corner. All right. Cece needs prayers. Oh, I did, Kim. I'm going to start. I've got about 3 books that have all the bunnies in them that I have made. I probably made over 300 bunnies in the last 3 or 4 years. But I have a book that has all the bunnies in it, who I sent them to, what changes I made to the pattern, if I did different feet or a different ear, or I usually put a snip of the yarn in there that I use so that I can remember, and the yarn brand and color and all that kind of stuff so I can remember them. And the story. I don't put the story in there, but I do put the name of the bunny that I gave them so I can go back in my documents and pull up a story and see what it said if I want to. But I want to put a bunny. I think I showed them to you. These are my bunnies. I want to put a bunny up on the map in each state where I have given a somebody to someone. So that's what this is all about. And I have to get a world map because I have them in different countries too. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go through here real fast so that I can get down to find out. Paula Mulford, hello, hello, hello. Sending prayers for Cece. Thank you so much, you guys. KB, hello, hello, hello. KB. No, I don't have it up here, KB. It's down. You know what the problem is? I have my computer up here in the common room. I'm in the corner. I have established that as my corner. And then I have the cottage, which is the oversized broom closet. And I work up here sometimes, and I do all my sit and knits from up here. But I do most of my work down there. And if I want something and I'm up here, it's down there. And if I want something and I'm down there, it's up here. So go figure. I have a blanket that I started with one of KB's stitches, and I've gotten, let's see, I think it's cream and peach and dark blue and light blue, and I've gone to cream and peach And I'm into the dark blue again in the second cake. I'm into the second cake. It's just coming out so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Linda, for some intermission music. Ah, thanks, Samantha, reminding people hit the thumbs. Oh, Nancy. You know, I need to wear compression stockings, and I hate compression stockings. So instead of wearing compression stockings, I don't know if you can see them or not, but I wear leggings. But I also wear oversized shirts that cover up the majority of my thorax. And but I don't go out in public in these pants. But okay, Melissa G says, I lost my son to a car accident last year, and your story you told about your husband really touched me. Thank you, Miss C. I know he's in heaven and will bring me great. Yeah, and he doesn't hurt anymore, and he's not afraid of anything either, Melissa. I was so bad at one point that Mr. Elmo bought me a sign that says, I can't adult today. I keep it downstairs. Okay. Joanna. Candy Joe is here. Hello, hello, hello. Well, I'm glad you stopped in. Grab yourself a cold drink or a cuppa, and just soak up some love before you go. Did you put a bunny in Ohio? No, I haven't put any bunnies up on the map yet because I want to get the book out, Jen, but I know there's a couple of them in Ohio. I love you, KB. I don't know that I've ever seen your face, but you have beautiful hands and a lovely voice. And Jacqueline Marley. And a Scottish hugs back, lass. Back to you, lass. Dinna fast yourself. I've got a hug for you. Samantha, pray for Samantha's cold. And I think we should put Zach on there too. My Zach man's not doing well. Oh, he was just 30. Oh, Melissa, that's way too young. Oh, Jerry is here. Woo-hoo! Boy, my blood pressure just went up about 5 points. Hello, sweetheart. It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope all is well with the two of you. I miss you. I miss you both. And I'm so glad you stopped in today. If you would think about it, would you, well, it's too much work. I would have you Gmail me your phone number, but it would be a lot of work. I will, KB. I'll send you a picture. I did. I just wrote it down, Samantha. I just wrote it down. Temple, Texas. My house is getting cleaned up in Temple still. Okay. So you're in Temple? Tammy has Irish DNA. I think a lot of us do because a lot of people in America came from that Eastern European or Western European. Okay. Woo! Hey, I can still pick it up and put it on the countertop and do some exercises, Jen. No, Tammy, I'm a mess, is what I am. I know it has been. She is so sensitive. She takes things very hard, And we all know that. Your mom wears leggings and long shirts, Cherry? I love it! See, she's 86, I'm 77, so I got another 9 years I can wear these. Okay, I'm moving. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for your prayers for the kids. Cherry, my husband was 62 in December of in December of 2007, and he died in January of 2008. He just had turned 62. He was looking forward to being able to go and do, and it didn't happen. So 2010 is 14 years ago. So you and I are in the same boat, Sister Cherry. No, we're in California. I can't sell it until it gets cleaned up, but it just may rent it and retire there later. That's a great idea because you'd have an income, Jerry. Okay, and these families, Nancy, would be in what city? And my sister Susie's here. KB. Oh. Kids are tough. Kids are tough because they go zoop, whoop. Oh, Mia, I'm so glad you're still here. Okay, KB's is 5. We don't know why God does that. We have no clue why, but I have to hold on to the fact that he does it in my best interest. And I know he did it for Tom because Tom was suffering. So I just have to believe that. I think that's what they say is we get to heaven by faith. It's faith in God, faith knowing that God is doing the right thing, even though it looks like crap down here on earth. How do you move on? Time, Cece. It just takes time because your emotions are right here on the top of your skin and they're swirling around like a tornado. They're like the ocean in a storm. And at any moment, when you think you're doing good, that rogue wave comes and gets you and just sucks you out to sea. And you are left with this giant hole and you can't do anything. You can't do anything to stop it. What I did was to set the timer. If you want to set a physical timer, that will work for you, fine. Otherwise, you say to yourself, okay, I'm in the middle of this. I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm going to grieve. Or maybe it's hit you harder and you need to take 15 minutes. Maybe you need to take a half an hour. I don't know, but you will know. And you just sit there and you let that grief go through you, and then you begin to think of all of the good things that happen between the two of you, all the good things that you've done, all the wonderful places that you've been and seen. And pretty soon that grief goes away and the good comes back. And you can take another step forward. But just be prepared for that rogue wave to hit you again anytime. And you can't just, like when sin hits, you can say, no, Satan, get thee behind me. And you can think of something, a verse or something, a proverb, or what's the other P? Proverbs and Psalms. You can think of one of those and stop the no and start the yes right away. With grief, you can't do that. You have to actually work through that grief for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half an hour, whatever. And then you can tell yourself, okay, I have to grieve. I have to grieve, but I don't have to live in my grief. So you grieve for a time, and then you get up and you begin to live again. It took me 2 years. It took me 2 years. Some people it takes 6 months. Some people take 5 years. I don't know what it'll take for you, sweetheart. But I know that it moves at its own pace, and you just have to work through it. There's no easy way out. Death is hard. It leaves a big hole. Teresa, hello. It does. It does. I am here with Elmo and some lovely ladies. And Elmo is a good man. He is a true director and a true servant. He knows what's going on. He takes care of things. But when you ask him, would you mind? He's like, no, whatever you need. And he drives us where we need to go. He waits in the car for us. Or we have one lady who needs help, and if she needs to go shopping for snacks or whatever, he goes with her and helps. He's a marvelous person. I couldn't be in a better place. And I wouldn't be here if Tom hadn't passed. I think God can make beauty out of ashes. And Chris is here. Hello, my love. Okay, I think we've got everybody in the book. I want to show you, I'm going to set that right here by the bunny so I don't forget. I want to show you what I'm working on. I have been working on this blanket, this knitted blanket, and it's very, very beautiful. I love this blanket. It has a lovely border that's all built in all the way around. And it's simple. It's knit to, well, you knit 5. And there's my marker. And then you knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2. And then you do 2 rows of that. And then the rows that you've knitted, you'll purl. And the rows that you've purled, you'll knit for the next 2. So it's a 2x2, kind of a basket weave, kind of a, I don't know what they call it. But I'm bored with it. Because I know every row is either going to be a knit 2 or a purl 2. So I've been trying to work on it, but that's not going to work. So I have You know, I've been going through the craft room, and I've been finding yarn to give away for our pick your blessing. Sugar, and there's BB. Hello, my Sugar and Barbara's here. Welcome, welcome in. I found a skein of Lion Brand yarn, which is not my favorite yarn, but I have it, and it's Wool Ease, which is not my favorite fiber, but I have it. And I have a niece who loves purple, so you can see that this is very, very purple. And so have gone to Lion Brand yarn, free patterns, and got the patterns for the Fair Isle bundle, the hat, the cowl, and the fingerless gloves. She lives up in Ohio, so this is perfect for her because this will keep her snuggly. So that's what I'm working on today. And here's how far I am so far. Isn't that wonderful? And what do I have? 2 crochet hooks. Oh my. Well, let's see what this is. This is a 10.5. No, what did I do with? Oh, here they are. I do have them. Okay. I'm telling you, if my head wasn't attached to my neck, I'd be losing it. I'm back and listening and crocheting a chameleon for my grandson's 5th birthday. Oh, that'll be fun. Sugar, you got a red hook? What kind of hook did you get? Yes, Margie, that would be a good thing for you. She lives in Ohio. She lives in Worcester, Ohio. She is the secretary to the mayor in Worcester, and Worcester is in Holmes County, which Holmes County has a lot of Amish people. Orville is the home of Schmuckers, and that's where she lives. So it gets pretty cold there. The purple hairy yarn. My sister Susie, I hope you're doing okay today. That storm goes up through Tennessee. It's Tennessee, right? Not Kentucky. I get those two confused sometimes. Oh, Michelle, I don't know how you do it, sweetheart. I had to give up. I taught 3-year-olds, and I had to give it up because I just couldn't do it anymore. They are so busy, and especially when they get to be a year old and they start walking, and then they learn that they can walk, and they start running, and they start falling and start hurting themselves, and they get into everything. Susan, my bones are aching today. I have a blood disorder, and the pressure's killing me. You know what? My bones hurt also. Not so much today, Sister Susie, because we don't have any storms. There's one brewing out there, but it's not close enough to change the barometric pressure. But when that barometric pressure of a storm changes, my bones, the pressure in my bones doesn't change the same rate, and I hurt. And if I eat sweet things, sugary things, that makes my bones hurt too. And I don't know that, and I keep forgetting to ask my doctor that. I'm gonna have to phone into work for my 3rd day in a row. Zach, you need to stay home and take care of yourself. Take some ibuprofen or acetaminophen, and drink lots and lots of water, and just rest and use some Vicks. Juan is another good sharer. Juan shares. Okay, I need to start this because it's we're running out of time here. Okay, so it says for the cowl. I think I'm going to try the cowl first. For the cowl, I need to cast on 120 stitches. Whoa. 120 stitches. Okay. First, I got to get this yarn barf out. Now, 120 stitches. I never worked this out right. That should be about 60. That looks good. Okay. Well, let's see if this works. Yeah. Oh, no. If you work in a kitchen, Zach, you keep yourself home because you don't need to spread them. That's right, Pam. You tell them. 4, 5, 6. My tank is Susan. She's my sister Susie. She's in my prayers every day. You know, I call it Viagra, but it's really not. It's Voltaren. It's a V-O, not Vi. Voltaren, and you can get it at most of the drugstores. Their generic brand of Voltaren, and it's a gel, and you just put about maybe 1/4 of an inch on your thumb and rub your thumbs this way, and it really helps that whole joint, this joint down here. It's really good. Did Beth Toller came in? Beth, hello, 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 sweetheart. I love that girl. She is the sweetest heart. They don't realize the dangers they put themselves in going to work. They don't realize the danger they put others in. You are right, Michelle. The others in. I know, I know, cousin. But sometimes I get my words mixed up, you know? I'm just going to put a bunch of these on. Teresa, hello, hello, hello. Going to lurk and listen for a bit, having a weird reaction to the steroid the doctor gave me. It's hard to type with the wrist spasms. Oh my. I'll be just able to wait for it to get out of my system. Wow, are you allergic to steroids maybe? There's something that everybody else can do that I can't do, and I forget now what it is, but your back and your knees and your ankles, yeah, that Voltaren is good stuff. My sister has chronic pain, and her doctor gave it to her for pain breakout in specific areas. And let's see, her husband worked for the Ford Motor Company, and when he retired, he signed up for some kind of insurance policy that gives her, I think it's a month. It's like $50 a month. And they give her a booklet, and she can go through that booklet and choose up to $50 worth of items that she uses, and it's things like acetaminophen, the Voltaren, tissues. She can get like bed pads. She can get lots of different medical items that you would have to go to the hardware store, the drugstore and buy, and she can get them through this booklet, and they'll send them to her in the mail. So it's like shipping is free. Tank was in the hospital for a while, a couple weeks ago. Pantonio. Oh, did my Nino come in? I missed you, Nino. I love you, bud. Good, Zach, man. I'm glad you did. You need to take care of yourself, and you need to be respectful to others, considerate of others, and not giving them what you have, whatever it is. Oh, April, you were in the hospital. Okay. All right. Let's see what I have here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60. 2, 4, 6, 8, 70, 73. That's not 120. Keep swimming, keep swimming. Where's my Dory Doodles today? She usually comes in about halfway through. Dayquil during the day and NyQuil at night, and acetaminophen every, 6 hours? And you can take ibuprofen. If you take acetaminophen every 8 hours, you can take ibuprofen every 8 hours on the 4. So, that'll help. Well, Taryn, only get one more stare. If you've got reactions to steroids, I think I'd stay away from them. But and steroids, when I first got diagnosed, it just popped into my head. Oh, isn't that weird? When I first got some pain in my lower back, I went to the doctors in Tampa, and he said, "Oh, you have arthritis. You have arthritis several places in your spine." And well, I didn't know that. I had been in a couple accidents, close together accidents in my 20s, but I didn't think at 40 I would have. Well, I wasn't 40 yet. I moved. Well, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. But I thought it was pretty young to have arthritis. But I guess arthritis doesn't care. Arthur doesn't care when he comes to move in. But anyway, he gave me a shot in my spine. It was a shot of gold. So I tell everybody I meet how valuable I am. Probably about 30 cents worth. Nobody's tried to kill me to get the gold out, which I'm really thankful for. And I don't know why it went in, but it did help. Isn't that weird? You were born in Tampa? I moved to Tampa in 1975 from Ohio. Yeah. You know what? You don't have to get a prescription. That's awesome. Nancy, I don't know how much it is, but it's not really a whole lot. And I know that my CVS carries it because Elmo gets it there. But what I was going to tell you is because my sister was able to order it through the Ford booklet, she had extras. So a couple years ago, I was up there and she sent me home with one. And boy, does that stuff help my thumbs. So now I get the generic kind from CVS. When I pick up I take happy pills so that I can deal with living here in the home. Nice. And some of the ladies, are nice. Nobody crochets but me, which would be nicer. And then, of course, I have to deal with the old fat, bald, repetitive guy that's a crotchety guy. So I just take my happy pills every night and I'm good. I'm good. Blessed to crochet. Blessed to crochet. Blessed to crochet. It's in the book. Is it Mary? It must be Mary. Blessed to crochet. She lives in Ohio. Okay, where in Ohio do you live, sweetheart? Because Jen lives in Ohio. And my sister lives in Ohio. It is Mary. Okay. I'm coming up to Ohio in October. So, blessed to crochet, if you live close to the Toledo area or Northwest Ohio, maybe we can meet. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you want. We made it to 1K. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad, Mary. Mansfield, that's not so far. Jen, that's not so far from you, is it? All right, I'm counting again. 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. About 2 hours, is it really? Well, we're just going to have to meet in the middle. 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60. I saw a shirt. I was looking for crochet shirts, and it was black, and it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and it went all the way down to 44, 45, 46, 47, 46. What? 46? No, 47. Crap. And then a bunch of, and I thought, I need to get that shirt. Greatly made up, and it would be an honor to take you to lunch. Oh, no. I pay my own way. Nobody has to pay for me. But it would be fun, wouldn't it, Mary? That would be fun. That's why I'm going through North Carolina and West Virginia so I can meet up with other people, because if I don't do it now, I probably never will. 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. I needed 120, so I put on an extra bunch. So I'm going to take that extra 9, I think it was 8 or 9 off. All right, we are good to go. Tomato or tomato? Yeah, tomato or Bowling Green. Okay. Anybody else in Ohio that wants to come? I'm not sure when we're coming. It'll be October, though. The first part of October. Okay, and this says, place a marker for the beginning of the round, joined by working the first stitch on the left hand needle with the working yarn from the right hand needle, being careful not to twist this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I have 120 stitches on here. Of course they're twisted. Zach, we all do feel like we're letting someone down if we have to call in sick, but you have to think on the other side. You are not 100%. And if you go to work, those who you come in contact with soon will not be 100% either. So you just have to, no, Jen, it was the last part of September, the first part of October, but I don't think we can come in September. It just isn't working out. I'm not going anywhere until we all feel better, okay? That's right. You don't want to infect your coworkers or anybody that might be out in the restaurant because, should you, God forbid, happen to sneeze on their salad, well, there you go. You got somebody else sick for a couple weeks. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Does that mess your plans up, Jen? There's Kimmy. Lunch and crochet works for me. You betcha. Okay, let's see if we can get this. All of them down at, oh, that's why they said to use a 16-inch one, huh? Okay, let's see. I think that's all down at the bottom. Bottom, 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 bottom. What is that song? Dip, dip, bottom, bottom, why don't you? Was Mother Ducky and her little duckies too?
They swam right
and they swam right over the dam. Boop, bop, did 'em, what 'em, got 'em, chew, or something like that. Okay, the left-hand needle. Wow, this ain't gonna be easy, my loves, because I got to get these all the way over. Well, you know what? It's 12:59. That means it's almost 1 o'clock. That means my time is up. I think I'm going to go hunt for a 16-inch needle because this one's not going to work very well. And I will get all mixed up in. Such is my life. I love you guys. I'm so glad that you all stopped in today, whether you were here for 5 minutes or the whole hour. I love you. And I hope to see you on Sunday. And in between, may God bless you and keep you. May he make his face to smile upon you and give you peace. Don't forget to keep looking out for someone who you can look them right in the eye and smile. And I want to hear about it Sunday. I love you all so much. Toodles.